end of a long week. I'm sitting up in the gallery of the House chambers where we have just finished our 5th day of all-day floor sessions. There have been a couple exciting things that have happened this week, one of which was a bonding bill. The Capitol restoration, this wonderful building that we work in every day, is deteriorating both inside and out, and there was a commission that studied it and has made recommendations for repair. The House chose to pass these 2 bonding bills and allocate all the money up front for the Capitol, even though it won't be spent for 6 years. The bill for the Capitol restoration project was $220 million. We heard it on the House floor, I believe, yesterday, and because a bonding bill requires a supermajority, it needed it needed 81 votes to pass off the House floor, and it failed by 1 vote. The other bonding bill has not been brought to the House floor. I believe there's some internal issues in the majority party about how large that bill should be, and they do need, again, a supermajority for a bonding bill to pass, and they simply don't have the votes right now with the small bill that they brought forward. The Senate has chosen to combine both of their bonding bills into one bill. They chose to do the Capitol restoration project phased in over multiple years. I personally agree with the Senate side and had hoped that we would be able to spend more money on those statewide projects rather than having it sit unused over these 6 years. My hope is they will bring a bill forward. In fact, they could bring a bill forward and amend on some new language for this gorgeous Capitol building and start that process in place in that bonding bill as well. And hopefully the House and the Senate will get these bills passed off the House floor and begin negotiations, which I think have already started with the governors. The other kind of fascinating turn of events this week was the Vikings bill. The Vikings bill was being heard in government operations and actually failed in the committee, and there it sits. So the Senate has started moving that bill again. The governor, of course, is quite upset. He had hoped and had been negotiating with the Vikings for that stadium bill. But it is right now not moving at all in the House. We tried a procedural move here on the House floor yesterday to move it from government operations where it failed into taxes for another hearing. That attempt failed, and again, we'll see at the first of the week whether there's interest in starting that bill up, or there are a couple other bills moving along that might be able to be used as the ultimate Vikings bill, and it remains to be seen whether it'll come to the floor, if it can even get out of taxes. But it is, again, that is an issue that's bipartisan, both for and against, and so it remains to be seen whether the governor and the Vikings have generated enough support and that money has been able to be found from other sources rather than general fund revenue, which of course we need for our citizens, our children, our schools, and healthcare, and many, many other designated services that the state provides. Other than that, 5 days on the House floor, primarily non-controversial bills, but of course some that were controversial that will go to the governor, and he'll have to make the decision whether he's going to sign them or maybe they can be changed in conference committee. But that's what we do here at the end of session in St. Paul. We negotiate, we compromise, hopefully more often than not, and we get those bills to the governor, and then we come home to our constituents and to our own lives to some extent. So that's what's happened this week. Next week will probably be our final week. We have been told that we'll be meeting Monday through Saturday, and then hopefully coming home with session ended and some positive news for Minnesotans. Until next week.